Okay, good. How are you guys, ladies? Looking lovely. Are you having a nice evening?
Yeah, we are.
Did you perform earlier?
No.
Just watching?
Yeah.
That's great.
She performed. She gave an announcement.
Oh yeah? Did you announce something? Were you practicing for a more formal announcement? Were you open micing an announcement? And then like next week you're going to be at an event where you make an actual announcement? So I had a miracle happen to me yesterday. There I am eating a pot cookie, and then 5 minutes later, I swear to God, the food writer from the Mountain Express called me, and who I'd never met before, and she said, we're doing like kind of a story, and we're going on a food tour, and I'm going to pretend like I'm out of town, and will you accompany me on this food tour and go to like 7 restaurants in a row and eat? Still have the crumbs of pot cookie in my on my face. So the answer was, hell yeah, I want to go eat. Hell yeah, man. Ran around Strata and Mila and fucking everywhere, man. Vincenzo's. And then so I was supposed to just like get people talk. It was unclear what was really. We were pretending to be from out of town and here for a wedding, and with these and we were with 8 retirees who were also on the food tour. So I walked around and I said things like, when we passed by Pack Place, and then they have those like weird decorations, those big orange things hanging from the roof line, and I said, I understand that they used fresh basketballs. And everyone was just like, We walked by the Vance Monument, and I just casually, I said, I pointed to Emily, the food writer, who was my pretend girlfriend for this assignment, and I said, yesterday we took the elevator to the top of the Vance Monument. And they were just like, huh. A woman, we asked her what she did. We were just talking, we were walking up the sidewalk, and she said, they were in between restaurants, she said, I'm retired. And I said, will you eat with the ferocity of a young person? I said that to her, and everyone stopped on the sidewalk to try to decipher what that meant exactly, and I didn't know myself. Yep. Pretty awesome. That's if you consume cannabis before some sort of formalized eating event, that is a performance-enhancing drug right there. I was the Lance Armstrong of the Tour de Food. Yes, but with both testicles. Lance actually has both testicles. That's an urban legend that he lost a testicle. He has both. But then they said, well, we've gotten so far down the road with this foundation, let's just keep it going, Just an urban legend. Have you guys heard the urban legend about Stevie Nicks?
What's that?
That she did so much cocaine and ruined her nose that she paid her assistant to blow cocaine into her rectum using a drinking straw. That's the story. Never been confirmed, never been denied. But if you're the assistant who has done that, like at your next job interview, do you just kind of skip over that? Like, you mentioned like I did, I responded to fan mail, and I, got her groceries and stuff. And just skip the part where you blew the cocaine into her rectum using a drinking straw. Like, you don't want to introduce that idea to your new boss's head. And suddenly that's like your permanent gig, It's a specialized, it's a niche, Because then at your next job, they could be like, will you blow cocaine into my rectum using a drinking straw just like you did Stevie Nicks? And you're like, that's not in my job description. Then you're like, oh wait, Yeah, actually it is. You put that in there. Interesting. Interesting. Shepherding. Shepherding was a lucrative gig until management invested in fencing. The shepherds got put out of work, man. Man, if you could read the thoughts of a squirrel, it'd be nuts. I mean, can you even imagine being able to take a peek into the mind of a gorilla, man? That'd be bananas, dude. I'm so sorry. I wrote those down and I'm like, I had to force myself. I skipped them at the last mic I just did. I'm like, I gotta say those ridiculous jokes. If you have a friend with benefits and it's their birthday, is it acceptable to give them like some D and a high five? No, that one's not making it quite right tonight. Under construction. Under construction. How many high fives do you tip a tow truck driver? 2? 2 high fives? Is that enough? No? Has anyone in here ever tipped a tow truck driver?
Hell no.
You know what? To my shame, I've never tipped a tow truck driver, and they deserve the biggest tip of anyone. Right? But then I don't know. Somewhere in that long, awkward, silent conversation we have while they're driving together in the tow truck, I just convinced myself that AAA is going to handle it all, you know? Gratuity and everything else. Gratuity and everything else. Have a kid? By round of silently slumping down in your chairs, who here has children? Oh, all of us, excellent. We all have so much in common. Wonderful. I've got a 6-year-old girl, and she's in kindergarten. She took her first school bus this year. We sent her to boarding school, so it was a Greyhound, but it was still a touching moment. You only pack them off to Albuquerque once, you know what I'm saying? I thought about homeschooling my daughter, but then I took a tour of the homeschool she'd be attending. No way, man, that place is a dump. You can't teach kids there. No way. No way. If you're a married couple and you are homeschoolers, can you imagine how boring the PTA meeting is? It's like, you again? Still you, huh? Let me see if there's one other little something that was actually funny, huh? Let's work on that, y'all. Let's work on that. I think that my pot dealer is depressed. She hasn't been watching cartoons lately. Have you guys noticed how underwater sex is incredibly dry? It's like the driest sex ever. Underwater. How did that happen? You're blowing my mind, water. The water industry doesn't talk about that. They don't talk about how weirdly dry sex is underwater. That's the dark, dirty secret of the water industry. You'd be better off having sex in the sand. It's not as dry as the water. How does that blow my mind, water? Water needs to come with a warning that just says, get out before sex. Not gonna be cool. Not gonna be cool. Anyone ever had sex on LSD? Anyone ever wondered what it's like to slap 2 cold dead fish together? It's not the great idea you think it is. Or just look at your lover in disgust and watch their pores in their face expand and contract and expand and... Not the good, great idea you would think it would be. All right, folks, I have enjoyed your time. My name's Tom Scheve. Check out the disclaimer every week in the old Mountain Express there. And give it up for Caleb, y'all.
That was Tom Scheve, y'all. Keep it going for Tom Scheve. Thank you, thank you. And y'all, keep in mind we do open mic every Wednesday right here at the Kava Bar in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. So y'all keep checking us out. We got one more performer for y'all tonight. Thanks for sticking around. And please help me welcome Xander up to the mic. Y'all give it up.
Cheers. I don't have a guitar. I'm also not funny. But what I do have is poetry.
Yeah.